Welcome to Migoyugo. Today, I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I would like to see if I can beat the expert AI. I know I can beat beginner. Novice is a piece of cake. Intermediate gets a little tougher. Advanced, I'm probably going to beat about 50 or 60% of the time, but I really have to work at it. However, expert crushes me like an insect. I think I have beaten the expert level once. I've never beaten the master level, but today, nope, that's the wrong one. Today, we are going to play expert. I'm playing as white. Let's turn off the clock. Let's start the game. And I am hopefully going to learn something today from the expert. Okay, so here's one thing I've learned from the expert AI. It likes to start in the corners, but it's not. I thought it was going to play in another corner. Okay, well, I'll take this corner. And I imagine it's okay, so it takes that corner. I'm not going to spend too much time thinking, but I want you to think about what you would do next. Like, why is the AI playing where it plays? What what is the point of that decision? So I'm going to play here, expecting it's probably going to play E5, which it did. Now I'm going to come across here and I'm going to play F5. So if it creates a Yugo, I will jump in on E5. Like ultimately, to me, that is the best opening strategy. I don't know what the best opening move is. I don't know if there's um, I don't know if there's a sequence of moves that is the best, but I do suspect that having an early Yugo in the center of the board is very valuable, and then connecting that to another one. So what do I want to do? I want to create an opportunity for myself to build centrally located and connected Yugos. So I would like to get a Yugo here, but I'm going to build down here. I assume it's going to block here. Now I'm going to play, do I want to play on B6 or F2 to threaten a Yugo here? Well, let's play down here because that is also opening up a possibility. Now okay, so here's the question. If if I play here on G2, I'm threatening a Yugo on G4. I assume it's going to take the Yugo on G4, but that opens up D4. Sorry, pardon me, E4. If I play on G2, I assume it's going to play a Yugo on E4. These three Migos disappear. It opens up D4. I then will create a Yugo. But what's left over? That's the part of this game that is so tough, is wrapping your head around the Yugos that are going to disappear. So let's just do this. Let's force it to create a Yugo on E4, which it does. I then am going to create a Yugo, but I can create one here on D4. I can create one here on F4, but where do I want it? Well, first thought is I want to put it in the middle of the board, right? That is, to me, almost always the optimal move. But if I was to play it here, is there any advantage to me? Am I setting myself again for another Yugo? I don't know. Too much thinking. Let's just take what we've got and move on. So we now both have a central Yugo. So let's take a look. If it creates a Yugo on E2, then E3 and E5 open up. So what if I was to play Amigo here on B2, and I'm saying, okay, you can have your Yugo down here. I'll get another central Yugo connected to this. So what if I did this? Let's see what happens. Okay, he doesn't take it. Same thing, if he creates a Yugo on B1, why not take advantage of that by playing right now on D2 and saying, okay, if you take it, then D3 opens up and I can create a Yugo there. Why not? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. But I'm going to try and think my way through this. Now, if he wants to create a Yugo on C7 or G3 on this diagonal, that's okay because it's going to open up E5. I'll take it. I am also going to play Amigo. Well, hang on. If I play here, what if okay, so if I play on B3, he almost has to block, but I don't want this Yugo. I don't want C4 because E4 is blocking this horizontal line. I'd rather not have a Yugo there. I mean, sure, I'd like to have a Yugo, but and the other thing I want to avoid is potential double Yugo. So for example, if I play on G5 and he opens up E5, I'm going to create a Yugo on this diagonal and on this horizontal line, and all of these Migos will disappear, which I don't want. I don't want to give up all my building blocks. So let's not do that. Okay, I'm going to play up here. At some point, he's going to create a Yugo. If I let him create a Yugo here, then F4 opens up. So if I play on F2, I'll get a Yugo, but he's blocking these two. They aren't connected. So what if I take a Yugo? Well, same thing. He's got this blocker in the middle. Hmm. You know what would be good if I could play a Yugo here on F2? That wouldn't be terrible. Let's try that. I think he's going to block. He is not. He's taking that one. I'm going to take the Yugo here. He probably will block, and this is fine because now if F4 opens up, I will take the Yugo and I will block and it will connect to the F2 Yugo. Okay, so far so good, I think. Now, what if I what if I play all the way down here and if this Migo Yugo if this Migo opens up on E3, I can get a Yugo, and that would be very bad. I don't think he's going to do it. That would be very bad for black because I would have a DPA. There's no way he's going to let me have that. So we're just building here. And this is the part about the game that I struggle with is I'm always in a rush to build Yugos and strike out in the center and do all these things rather than think my way through it and try to understand what the best move is. So I'm going to try and build along here. And you know what? I'm going to try to force it to play a Yugo on D2 because if it does, it's going to open up F4, which I want. So let me see if I can get it to block on D2. Okay, so it plays up here. That's not really a threat, I don't think. I'm going to try again to get it to play here. Because I'll take a Yugo. Absolutely, I'll take D2 if it gives it to me. But I think it's going to take the Yugo. Okay, it went this way. But this is what I wanted. I wanted to have this Yugo to block these. So it's got three connected Yugos. Okay, now I have to focus because this is where it usually falls apart for me. I really would like to see E3 disappear. I would like to see E5 disappear. But what's it going to do? It's got this diagonal here it's threatening. I don't like that. So what if I take a Yugo here? Ah, here we go. If I take a Yugo, there we go. If I take a Yugo on D2, these two Migos disappear. If it plays on e2, then e3 and e5 will disappear, and I will take the Yugo on e5. And if he doesn't, then I don't know. I can't think that far ahead. So let's try this. And this is the point where I think I'm missing something. He's going to crush me. Now I know this is a DPA that I have to block. I have to block here. So let's do that. Okay, what's it doing? It's giving me this Yugo, which is awesome because it gives me connected Yugos in this direction, in this direction. It blocks the middle of the board. It prevents black from creating an I go in this direction. But is it going to? No, I can do this. So it's not going. It's not going to take the Yugo on C2 because I will block on D3 with a Yugo, and that's a DPA. So I think I'm safe. And I have to block here to prevent a DPA. He'll probably take this Yugo up here, and I'm going to block. I don't like blocking with Amigo. Oh my goodness, he's playing too fast. I think I'm about to get crushed. I don't know why, but I think I'm about to get crushed. Okay, if I play down here on F1, if it creates a Yugo here or here or here, I'm going to take the Yugo. No, if it creates a Yugo on G3 or C3, I'm playing a Yugo on D3, which is a DPA. I don't think it can create a Yugo. I don't think it can. And is this a threat here? No, I don't think G5 is a threat. So let's play down here. It did. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Now it has to block with a Yugo down here. Okay. So I'm going to play on C1. If it creates a Yugo, oh, no, I want him. I want him to play on E1. I want this to open up. Man, thing is, I can't create an IGO with any of these apart from this vertical column. I can't create a Yugo with any of these. Well, I could if that disappears. So how do I force it? You know what? Let's just fill in this corner. I think that's all I'm going to do is just fill in this corner and just close it off. So I don't have to worry about it because nobody can create a Yugo down here. You know what? And I'd love for it to take H1 because that'll create a pi line in this direction. So I wouldn't be, I wouldn't, okay, you know what? What happens if E6 disappears? I'm going to take a Yugo here. It has to let me do it. If I create a Yugo, no, you know what? Yeah, I will. I will. But what if I create a Yugo here? I lose the game instantly. I cannot play, I cannot play on F6. If I play on F6, I lose. So why don't I block here? Oh my goodness, what did I do? I didn't even know that was a Yugo. What the heck happened? Oh no, I'm blocking. I'm going to lose this game. What the heck happened? Oh, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. I am so hooped. I know I'm going to lose right now. Wait, what? Oh, it's a pie. This game is so good at forcing these stupid pie lines, and I can't play here. I suck. Wow.